Hello everyone, welcome to Code with Anurag, where you can find latest job updates and complete placement preparation. In this video, I'll explain how to clear TCS NQT coding cutoff without any coding knowledge using Java. Please note this is a part 2. If you didn't watch part 1, please watch part 1 first. After that, come back to this video. You will find link of the part 1 in the description box, or you can directly click on this I button to watch part 1. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So question number 1. So this is a question, we have to solve the test cases of this question. So we don't have to focus on the question, we just have to focus only on the test cases. So as you can see, in this question there are total 2 test cases, test case number 1 and test case number 2. And you can notice one more thing, in both the test cases there are 2 inputs, 1 input, 2 input. Here also 1 input and 2 input, and we have single output. It means we have to take 2 inputs and we have to print one single output, right? So let's see how to take 2 inputs. And one more thing, here the type of input is type of integer. This is not integer, the string type of input is the string, that is the character. So now let's see how we can do this. So in the previous video I already explained how to use the scanner. I mean, first we have to use the scanner, we have to create an object from the scanner, and after that we can take the input by using that object. Okay, so what you have to do, just you have to remove all the code in your TCS exam. After that you have to write these 9 lines. After that, from here in the line number 6 you have to write all the things. Other things will be same, just you have to change the line number 6 only. Okay, so let's see what we can do this. So here you can see there are total 2 inputs, so we will take 2 inputs. So how to take 2 inputs? And so simply we will write string. Why we are writing string, not integer? Because the string, the input type is string, string, string. So string we will write a, we can give any variable name, a equal to, we already created object obj dot, what we will write, after that we will write next line. What next line does, next line helps us to read the value as a type of string. So we will write next line is used to read the value for the type of string, that is character type. And just we will copy the same code here, copy, and in the line number 7 we will paste it, and here we will change the name of the variable. So this is the a is used for first input and second b is for the second input. Now we will write the condition, that is if condition. If we will write if a is equal to small ca and b is equal to capital CA, then we have to print invalid output. Similarly, if a is equal to capital NI and b is equal to HA, then we have to print this. But in the Java, in the string, we can't use equal to, it won't work. So we have another method, we can use equals, like we can use like this, if a dot equals, we use equals method. Equals is a method in the Java, we write equals. After that what we will do, just we will write inside this, we will write small ca. Okay, after that, and so here you can, I think you can easily get this. So it means if a is equal to small ca and b is equal to b dot equals, so we have to use b dot equals. After that what we will write capital CA. Okay, after that we will close this by parenthesis. Please note this opening parenthesis and closing parenthesis, this opening parenthesis and closing parenthesis, the last one is for this, to close this parenthesis. Okay, now after that we will write is opening and closing curly braces. After that here we have to print something. So what we have to print, so we can write system dot out dot println. Whatever we will write this inside the double quotes, or you can use single quotes also. So whatever we will write here, that will be printed. So if a is equal to small c and b is equal to capital CA, then what we have to print, we have to print invalid output. So let's write invalid output, invalid output. After that, just we will copy this and just paste it. Okay, I'm going to copy it, but you can't copy in the TCS exam. So just you have to write again this same thing. After that, just we will change the condition. So in this second test case, if a is equals to this ni, capital Ni, so we will write here we will write capital Ni, and b is equals to Ha, capital Ha. So here we will write capital Ha. Okay, so what we have to print? We have to print 23.0 INR. So we will print here 23.0 INR. So here we will print 23.0 INR. So we are done. Now let's run this code and let's check is it working or not. So it is running without giving any error. It means the code is correct. Now let's see the output, I mean logic. So let's see logic is correct or not. So here what we will write, first we will check for CA. So first input is small ca, second input is capital Ca. Okay, now I am going to press enter. Let's see what is the output. Output is invalid output, that is correct. So you can see here, if small ca, you can see here, if the first input is small ca and the second input is capital Ca, then we have to print invalid output, that is correct. After that, second condition is if first input is capital Ni and second input is capital Ha, then we have to print 23.0 INR. So let's run this, run again. After that, yeah, so here capital Ni, first input, second input is capital Ha. Now I'm going to press enter. So output is 23.0 INR. So this is correct. Okay, this is correct. So we are done with this question. Now let's move to another question. So question number 2 is this. So we don't have to read the question, just we can print this output. So here there is only one input in both the test cases. There are total two test cases, and in both the test cases we have only one input. So what we will do, we will remove this second input. So we can remove this, we don't need this b, right? We don't need this b. And here first input is type of, and this is the combination of integer and string. So we will assume it as a string. Okay, whenever there is a string, then we can assume it as a string. Okay, so what we will do, just we will assume it as a string. So here we will write, and we don't need this second one, we can remove this because we have only one. So if a is equal to 1 capital A, 1 sorry not I, 1 capital A, then we have to print 27. So we have to print 27. Just I am modifying only this code only so that it can save our time. Now second one is, if second one is 23GF, so again we will modify here, we don't need second one. Here we will write 23GF. After, if the input is this, then what we have to print, 10980. So here we have to print 10980, right? So here, yeah, so if first input is 1A, then we have to print 27, and the if input is 23GF, then we have to print 10980. Okay, so this is correct. Now let's run our code to check is it working or not. So code is running without giving any error. Let's run. First I'll press 1 capital A. Now I'm going to press enter. So output is 27, that is correct. Now let's run again. I'll press 27GF. Now I'm going to press enter. Let's see what is the output. Enter. Yeah, output is 10980. So this is correct only. So you can see this is correct. So we are done with this question, with these two questions. Let's move to another question. Question number 3. So question number 3 is this. So we don't have to read the question, just we have to focus only on the test cases. So here there are total 2 test cases. Here you can notice one thing. In both the test cases there are total 2 inputs. Like in the first test case, first input is C, second input is 1, and in the second test case, first input is small t and second input is 9. So you can notice very important thing. first input is type of string and second input is type of integer. So how to solve this? So let's go to our compiler. So here I'll modify this, or just I am going to remove this so that it won't confuse any, it won't create any confusion. So first input is type of string, so I'm not removing this, but second input is type of integer. So here I'll write int b equal to obj dot, and for integer what we write next int. To take the input we write next int. So next int is used to read the integer value, and next line is used for to read the string value. Now we are done with this. Now let's compare the values. So if what we have to do, if a is equal to small c and b is equal to 1, then we have to print. And here you can notice one more thing, we have to print two outputs in the first line. So we have to print welcome to CCD, enjoy your espresso coffee. Okay, so we have to print this. So let's do this. So first, if a is equals to, so here we will use a dot equals. Why we are using a dot equals? Because this is the a is the type of the integer, sorry, string. So to compare the string, we have to use dot equals. So here we will write if a equals small c, and here we will write the small c, and b is equal to 1, and b is type of integer, that's why we can use equal to operator. Now after that we will close this, and after that we will write is opening and closing curly braces. Here we will print something. So we have to print two lines. First one is we have to print welcome to CCD. So let's print. So we will write here welcome, and we have to print everything in the, no, okay, not in the caps. Okay, so welcome to CCD, welcome to CCD, and after the exclamation mark we have to print CCD. After that, in the next line we have to print enjoy your espresso coffee, espresso coffee. So again in the next line we will write okay, yeah, so here we will write enjoy your coffee, espresso coffee, and here spelling is wrong, sorry, or exclamation mark is there or not? Yeah, it is there. So it is saying enjoy your espresso coffee. Okay, so we are done here. Now after that, just I'll copy this same code here and I'll paste here in the line number 12. Just we have to modify few things. If in this second test case, if a is equal to t, if a is equal to small t, and b is equal to 9, I guess, yes, 9. So b is equal to 9. So here you can notice we have to print only one output. So we will remove this one. We don't need this because we have to print only one. And what we have to print? We have to print invalid output. Yes, invalid output. So here we have to write invalid output. Okay, so we are done here. Now let's run this code and see is it working or not. Okay, so code is running without giving any error. Now let's see is it correct or not. So first I'll put C. First I'll put C. Second one is I will put 1. Now I'm going to press enter. Let's see what is the output. I'm going to press enter. Okay, yeah, output is correct. Welcome to CCD. Enjoy your espresso coffee. I think spelling is, yeah, I pressed, okay, why I pressed double E. Okay, so here we have to remove this enjoy, na, sorry, yeah, okay. Now let's run again. Yeah, I'll press C, then 1. So you can see Now it is fine. Welcome to CCD. Enjoy your espresso coffee. Now I'll run again. I'll check the second test case. So if I press small t, and in the second one I'll press 9. Now let's see what is the output. Output is invalid output. That is correct only. So you can see we are done with this question also. Now let's move to another question. Question number 4. So here I removed the question because we don't need to read the question. That's why I didn't print any question here. Just we have to focus only on the test cases. So let's focus only on the test cases here. So now here there are total 3 inputs and only 1 output. So let's see how to deal with this with 3 inputs. So, and you can notice one more thing. All the 3 inputs are type of integer. So now what I will do, just I'm going to remove this, and I'll remove the line number 1. Here all the inputs are type of integer, that's why we have to write int, and or I can just copy this and I'll paste once again, because we have total 3 inputs, but we have to change the name of the variable. First one A, second one is B, third one is C. Okay, that's fine. So we have created 3 variables to take the 3 inputs. Okay, the first one will be 10, 5 and 13. So let's see. So if A is equal to 10, if A is equal to 10 and B is equal to 5 and C is equal to 13, 10, 5 and 13, then we have to print something. So we have to print what we have to print. We have to print 568.9. So here we will write, we have to write 568.9, 568.9, 568.9. We will write this. Now just I'll copy this same thing here and I'll paste once again here in the line number 12. Now just I'll modify few things. In this second test case, if A is 12 and B is 0 and third C is 23, then we have to print this. So let's modify this. 12, 0 and 23. 12, first one will be 12, 0 and 23 and 23. Then what we have to print? We have to print 455.2, 455.2. So here we will write 455.2. So we are done with this. Now let's see is it working or not. Let's run our code. Yeah, so it is done. Now let's see, check the conditions. So first input is 10, 5 and 13. Now I'm going to press enter. Answer is 568.9. So this is correct. Now let's run this for test case 2. So now I'll press 12, 0 and 23. I'm going to press enter. So output is 455.2. So this is also correct. So this is done. We are done with the question number 4 also. Now let's go to question number 5. So in the question number 5, there are total 2 test cases, and in both the test cases there is only one input. Here also one input, and in the test case 2 also there is only one input, but there are total 3 outputs. And one more thing you can notice here, input type of the input is not an integer or not a character or string value. So this is a decimal value. So now let's see how to deal with this decimal type of value. So to deal with decimal type of value, this it's quite complicated here than the integer or than the string, but let's see how to deal. So first you have to create one variable because there is only one input, so we have to create only one variable here. So to create a variable for decimal, either we can use float or we can use double. There is very little difference which I am not going to explain here in this video, but I suggest you to always use double. So because sometimes float comparison can give error, so always use double. So we are going to use double. Double is the type, so we will use capital D. Yeah, double. After that we can give any name to the variable. After that we will write obj dot next, and we will write double. Okay, after that let's compare. So how to compare? So we have to write if. After if, we have to write double dot compare. After that we have to write a comma, to which value we have to compare with a. So we have to compare a with 23.4. So we will write, first we have to write a, we are going to compare a with 23.4, with 23.4. So we will write here 23.4. okay, so if it is fine, then we have to print something. If 23.4 is equals to a, okay, then we have to print something. So we have to print total 3 lines of output. So first we have to, in the first line we have to print 12, in the second line we have to print 32, and in the third line we have to print 1. So let's write println. Okay, so in the first line we have to print 12, in the second line we have to print 32, we will write 32, and in the third line we have to print 1. 12, 32 and 1. Okay, now I am going to copy this code. Just I'll copy this and paste it in the line number 12. And here just I'll modify few things, like if in the second test case we have to compare a with 3.7. so here instead of this 23.4 we will write 3.7, and in the output what we have to write? We have to write 122, 76 and 234. So 122, 76 and 234. Let's cross verify. 122, 76 and 234. Yeah, we are done. Now let's run this code and see is it working or not. Yeah, did I miss something? Yeah, I missed one thing here. You can notice here, this is the opening parenthesis of the compare and this is the closing parenthesis of the compare, but where we are closing this, so we have to close this parenthesis also. So here we have to write this, and similarly here also. Okay, now let's run again. Okay, now what is the issue? Issue is, okay, double dot compare. Okay, fine. Yeah, I missed one thing. So here we have to write equal to 0 also, because we are comparing this. If both the values, so we have to write equals to 0 indicates that both the values are equal. So here also we have to write equals to 0. Yeah, now I'm going to run this. Yeah, so now it is running successfully without giving any error. It means we are done. Now let's just cross verify the test case. So if we write 23.4, now I'm going to press enter. So output is 12, 32 and 1. That is correct. So you can see here, cross verify. Okay, now I'm going to run the same code for 3.7. So now check for 3.7. Now I'll press 3.7. I'm going to press enter. Yeah, so output is 122, 76 and 234. So we are done with this. Yeah, so I think, yeah, that's it from my side in this video. Yeah, so please practice some more type of questions and use the same method before the exam. Just try to practice almost all types of questions, and if I feel in future, if I feel we need part 3 of this video, then I'll make part 3 also. Okay, yeah, so that's it from my side in this video. If you have any doubt, please feel free to ask in comment box. You can join our Telegram channel. I'll provide link in the description box. If you think this video is helpful, like this video and subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you for watching this video.